Young Thug's recent release from jail has sparked a wave of speculation and concern, especially after the official reasons behind his plea deal came to light. The situation is now being described as a part of a larger scheme designed by District Attorney Fani Willis to entrap Atlanta rappers. Just 8 months ago, DJ Academics revealed on stream while showing the RICO documents concerning YSL that the situation surrounding Young Thug and his associates might have been part of a bigger plan orchestrated by law enforcement. This revelation is particularly troubling for fans and industry insiders, as it implies that the case is far from over, and Young Thug's release could be a strategic move to place him and potentially other major Atlanta rappers in a precarious position. Back in March, Academics revealed that he had access to key information regarding the RICO case against YSL, in which Young Thug is involved. He alluded to the possibility that the federal government had been targeting high-profile names from the very beginning. Academics claim that certain names, including a few of the top figures in Atlanta's rap scene, were already marked for attention. Without naming them directly, Academics suggested that Lil Baby, one of the biggest stars in the rap industry today, might be one of the next to face legal scrutiny, as he had been arrested 4 times in just the last few months. Many are now linking this to an alleged looming RICO charge that could tie Lil Baby directly to Young Thug, further implicating the entire Atlanta rap scene. As Academics continued to dissect the situation, he pointed out a disturbing pattern. Fani Willis, the DA behind the YSL RICO case, initially set her sights on Young Thug and his immediate associates, but was eventually going to widen her net to include other prominent figures. Young Thug's release from jail after a long legal battle might have seemed like a win for his supporters, but Academics warned that the situation was more complex than it appeared. While Thug was freed, he was placed under intense probationary conditions, including 15 years of monitoring, restrictions on his music and social media, and an absolute ban on any contact with his co-defendants or members of his label. According to Academics, the conditions were designed to make Young Thug fail. The very nature of probation meant that any slip-up could lead to a harsh sentence, and the fact that his case had to adhere to such strict terms indicated that the legal system was far from done with him. The complexities of Young Thug's release took another dark turn when Academics pointed out that the terms of his probation might be a setup. Being unable to interact with his label members or promote the type of music he is known for, music that often reflects street culture, puts Young Thug in an incredibly difficult position. He could easily be accused of violating his probation through his lyrics or online activity. The situation became more troubling when Academics revealed that the federal government was seemingly waiting for Thug to falter so they could return him to prison for even longer. One of the more serious allegations that surfaced was that the case against Young Thug was not entirely about his actions, but rather it was a part of a larger plan to target his circle of associates. Academics made it clear that when the feds started their crackdown on YSL, they had no intention of stopping there. Their next target, according to sources close to the investigation, could be 4PF, the label that Lil Baby heads. According to Academics, Lil Baby's recent run-ins with law enforcement were not coincidental. They were part of an ongoing investigation that could result in even bigger charges, possibly tying him to criminal activity in the future. Young Thug's release was further complicated by his online behavior. Despite being under strict terms of probation, Thug made several social media posts that seemed to defy the court's orders. One of the most contentious moments was his tweet directed at Gunna, his former friend and associate, who had previously testified in the YSL case. Gunna's plea deal and subsequent cooperation with the authorities had left many in the rap world feeling betrayed, and Thug's tweet seemed to express his displeasure. However, his probation agreement made it clear that he was not supposed to engage in any online disputes or trouble. The back and forth between Thug and Gunna quickly escalated, with Gunna's brothers speaking out against Thug's comments. The situation got even more tense when Thug took to Instagram to make further comments, hinting at Gunna's alleged betrayal. This led to a potential violation of his probation, as his online actions seemed to be directly contradicting the rules set by the court. The tension between Thug and Gunna, along with the public nature of their dispute, became a matter of great concern for those involved in the case, as it risked drawing further attention to the ongoing investigation. As the situation unfolded, sources close to the investigation claimed that the feds were already aware of what was happening. They had anticipated the feud between Thug and Gunna, and had planned accordingly. In fact, DJ Academics reported that the feds had secretly recorded 2 hours of Gunna's testimony during his interrogation, which many believe could eventually come to light and further implicate him in the case. This has fueled rumors that Gunna might be seeking revenge for the way he's been treated in the public eye. His actions could also impact the case against Young Thug, as it appears that the feds might be using the beef to entrap both of them. One of the most explosive developments in this case came when Academics revealed that Young Thug's legal team had already warned him about his behavior. The probationary terms were so strict that even the smallest infraction could land him back in prison. Despite these warnings, Thug continued to engage in what could be seen as provocative behavior online. His tweets and Instagram posts were seen as an attempt to taunt Gunna, calling out his actions during the trial. The feud between Thug and Gunna intensified when Thug appeared to make veiled references to Gunna in an Instagram live video. His comments seemed to imply that Gunna had acted out of self-interest and had betrayed the people closest to him. This led to speculation that Thug might have violated his probation by directly engaging in the public dispute, further complicating his legal situation. Meanwhile, Academics continued to highlight the tension between Young Thug and Lil Baby, another significant figure in the Atlanta rap scene. Lil Baby had publicly distanced himself from Gunna and supported Thug during the trial, but this relationship was tested when Young Thug's father intervened. In a phone call, Thug's father criticized Lil Baby for getting involved in the drama, suggesting that he should stay out of the beef between Gunna and Thug. According to Thug's father, Gunna's actions weren't the primary reason for Thug's legal troubles, and Lil Baby's public stance was unnecessary. Despite these tensions, things took another strange turn when a leaked jail call between Young Thug and Lil Durk surfaced. The call revealed that Thug had asked Lil Durk to avoid publicly dissing Gunna, despite the fact that Durk had previously released a snippet of a song that seemed to reference Gunna's alleged snitching. Thug's request to Durk not to get involved in the beef suggests that he was trying to avoid escalating the situation, but it also highlights the complex nature of these relationships in the rap world. As the drama continued to unfold, Academics shared one last bombshell. He revealed that Drake, one of the biggest names in the rap industry, had flown to visit Young Thug just 2 hours after his release from jail. According to Academics, Drake allegedly brought Thug a $1 million gift as a sign of support. This act of solidarity raised eyebrows, as it seemed to indicate that Drake might be positioning himself to work closely with Thug in the future, despite the ongoing legal and personal drama surrounding him. In the midst of all this, one thing is clear: the situation surrounding Young Thug's release and his ongoing legal battles is far from over. The drama between Thug, Gunna, Lil Baby, and other key figures in the Atlanta rap scene continues to evolve, and the potential for further legal trouble looms large. As fans and industry insiders continue to speculate about what will happen next, it's clear that the stakes are high, and the situation is far from resolved. Whether or not Young Thug can navigate these treacherous waters remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the world is watching closely,